Torek. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, hello. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello. I hope you've all had a great company visit today. So that you can all hear a little bit about the 3 other company visits that you didn't see, we're going to ask 4 of our ITC staff to give a little bit of a wrap-up about the different company visits. So first up is Miguel Camacho, whose group was the infrastructure group, who went to the Liangqing New Trade Area, Chongqing Free Trade Port Area, and the Lifan Industry Organization.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I must say I am completely impressed by what I saw today. The Free Trade Port Area in Kuntan is brand new. It was initiated in sometime around May of 2009, and the first phase is already under operation now. It's a very significant, as in 1.2 square kilometers river port. They have built already a container port on the Yangtze River, so it's very, very substantial. And this is only the first out of 4 or 5 different development phases. It's an integrated approach. They are building a river port coupled with an airport. So they're building one of the largest airports in China. So the Chongqing airport, where we all came in and will be flying out, is planned to be a 4-strip airport. So it's still under construction and development. And there is a large, like 2 square kilometers area around it that has been earmarked and is being developed for export processing and logistics area. And these 2 will be connected via road transportation, so it's rail and trucks and lorries. Extremely impressive. And it's all brand new, so one of the key questions on how has it impacted trade thus far is difficult to gauge. It's hard to tell since it's so new. Nevertheless, it's quite obvious that the impact will be significant. I asked the manager of the facility about the costs of operation. And what he said is the state has developed the full infrastructure out of its own resources, and for the operation of the facility, the companies that want to settle there need just to invest in the building and the operation of their own facilities, but the operating cost of all the facilities, all the infrastructure is completely free, which of course should provide a strong incentive to settle there. The special benefits, besides what I've mentioned in the free costs of operation, are it's a tax-free zone, hence all the taxes related to imports, VAT, duties, all these things are exempt as long as the goods are inside the bonded area, and there are special benefits in the customs procedures and in the inspection rates. 50% discount for all agricultural products, 30% discount for all textile and apparel products. Further to that, we went to the Lifan factory, which is a very large company that produces motorcycles, automobiles, and all types of automotive equipment, all the way going from the very basic mopeds, motorcycles, all the way to heavy trucks. They export to 105 countries. It's a very significant operation. They have production facilities in 6 countries already besides China. They are one of the leading motorcycle exporters and producers in the world. And for them, the impact of the crisis was that their expansion in this plant in Chongqing, which is currently has the current capacity of producing 150,000 units per year, and that's the first phase. And the second phase, that will add another 150,000 units a year, was put off for about 1 year. So the global crisis basically delayed their investment projects, but it didn't stop them. It's still going very, very strong. They're currently producing around 500 units a day, and most of this is for the domestic market. They do have very aggressive plans for internationalization and continuing exports. They are not currently exporting to the EU nor the US markets. They're incipiently, they're beginning to be there, and they expect the next generation of vehicles that they will be producing to comply with Euro 5 regulations and hence be acceptable for the EU market. Once they do that, they plan on expanding into the EU and the US market. So what I'm trying to say is, I've been extremely impressed by the two things I've seen yesterday. Thank you.
And next up is Friedrich von Kirchbach, who went to the agricultural company visit.
All right, thank you very much, Michaela. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I think our visit was very much in line with this very exciting contribution that we heard from Mr. Long yesterday about the difficulties and the challenges of urbanization and the counterpart, industrialization in the agricultural area. And in fact, we started out with about 1 hour ride in the bus, and that was already very impressive, on extremely well-maintained highways through small villages where you had the impression that every square meter was being used except for the rugged hills where you couldn't really do anything. But otherwise, it's very intensive use of land. Now, we came to this Embark Taiwan plantation in Chongqing. Let me just give you the basics. Established in 2008, but you think it has been there for a century. It's a farm with 10,000 acres, specializing in nursery, in organic production and processing, having